Hello. This is a very vulnerable topic for me to talk about, and I kind of doubt I'd even post this video, but maybe. I've been really struggling with imposter syndrome. Blah. I've been really struggling with imposter syndrome. Being the girlfriend. Baby, could you close your door?
Okay. Closing.
Thank you. I had to ask Fan to close his door because it's hard for me to talk about, and I don't feel like I'll be able to talk about it freely while he listens. Not that I don't talk to him freely, we do. He knows everything about me and my whole psychology. But it's a bit weird to be talking about this and being filmed, if you can hear me, I don't know. So obviously, I'm the girlfriend of someone who is pretty well known. Has a large following, large fan base, and only recently people started knowing that we've been working on this together for years now. And I often feel like I'm nothing without him. And I would have not ever achieved anything without him, and it's hard to prove otherwise, because, you know, before he got viral, we were both pretty broke, but I was starting to earn okay. Like, I was starting to make money from my jewelry business, so I did, I built that. But that's not the main thing I wanted. I wanted to become more well-known for my music, make better music, and have a fan base for it. And I did get, like, some nice press and radio hosts and all sorts of stuff like that, but nothing meaningful enough to, pay my rent on a monthly basis or make me feel like my music is being heard. And I don't think it's much different now, because yes, some of you are here already listening, and that's absolutely awesome. But I'm still very, very far from where I want to be when it comes to my music being heard. But when we lived in London, I also discovered a big passion for filmmaking. And I started from music making and engaging with some short film writing. And I've studied a lot of marketing, mainly because I wanted to figure out how to break through in the music sphere and online and social media. And I understood it very well, but I never had this natural charisma to break through. And I think it's a very much a key ingredient. And a lot of people try, but they don't break through because their camera presence isn't so eye-catching and attention-grabbing like Fen is. It's a wonderful trait that he has, that he always had, and I believed that's a big reason why he was going to become successful if he just tried. For years he didn't want to try, and then he did. And then it blew up. And that, in addition to his, his passion, his hard work, his incredible creativity, is insane. He's insanely good at what he does. But where I come into play, I do all the strategy. I do all of the planning, the way he plans his time, the way that everything keeps running, our Discord, our Patreon, updating all our social medias, editing the videos, doing the sound, doing the music, doing customer service, helping fans whenever they have issues with anything on Discord, Patreon, and all that, merchandise, designing the merchandise, essentially opening up every platform outside of TikTok. Actually, even TikTok, I'm pretty sure I edited that at first. There's a lot that I do that only recently I started getting any credit for. And it shouldn't matter. Objectively, all that should matter is I'm doing my work, we're happy, we're together, we absolutely adore what we do, and he's well known for it, and I'm occasionally, coming onto the screen a little bit, but I mostly work behind the scenes, and that's awesome, and I'm unbelievably grateful every single day. I have a moment that I'm just like, holy shit, I can't believe we made it, and we keep on doing this. But then again, I also have moments that I just feel completely insecure. Just moments that I feel like I haven't earned any of it. My part of the revenue to the credit that I get, the lifestyle that we live. I feel like I don't deserve any of it sometimes. And then it goes as far as to feeling like I don't deserve to be his partner or all of that. And I guess being terrified of being ever seen as a gold digger, which would be ridiculous because I did cover most of his, a lot of his expenses earlier on because he couldn't afford anything for years. It's only the past 2 years that he started making his own income from social media. But then I put up a video of my own and gets like 300 views. And I once again feel like that person in a tiny London apartment, trying their hardest, working every day, all day, learning the analytics of everything, the marketing, posting, making videos, making music, spending every second they can on making strategies and trying to execute them. And nothing really pulled through because I'm not him, and I'm not incredibly charismatic. I don't think I am, but I'm trying to learn how to be. I don't have an infatuating camera presence, but I'm working on it. I do think I'm better now than I used to be. And on top of that, it's unbelievably more competitive to be a musician and break through than to be a comedian. There's a lot more musicians in the world than there are comedians. And a lot more people that try to be musicians than people that try to be comedians. It takes a lot of guts to dare to be funny. And I'll give him that. He's incredible at it, and he dares to be himself in ways that so many of you fell in love with, and I certainly did way, way before he ever posted anything. And the funny thing is that he also gets imposter syndrome because I take so much of the work in my hands, because I work so much, and I work on his days off too. And I work into the night, even if he goes to play a video game or anything. I keep working. I don't really take breaks. Like, yes, of course we do take vacations every once in a while, and of course I would, have an hour or two trying to relax here and there. But more or less, I keep busy. And if I'm running out of something to do, I find myself something to do. I also write the lore book and the game, and I find ways to make some fan edits and merch and posts and all sorts of things that I find things to do when he works. And sometimes my work is crucial and nothing would happen without it. And sometimes it is just an addition that I whatsoever find things to do. It's a great passion of mine to work all the time, since the moment I wake up until I fall asleep. And it's not even like a workaholic, unhealthy thing. Like I eat, I sleep, I see family and friends, but I think about my work all the time. And where he doesn't want to do certain things like admin, communications, emails, communicating with the agency, all that stuff. Like, I don't really like doing those things that much either, but I do them because someone has to. And he doesn't even want to post to any platform. He never wants to start something. It's terrifying to start something. I understand that. So for example, at the start, he didn't even want to post to YouTube. So I convinced him to let me do it, let me post to YouTube. And very recently, he started letting me also post to Snapchat and Twitter. Very recently, so it's only starting to grow, but it's tiny right now. 2.5 years into being viral on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And I still need to post to Instagram because he usually doesn't remember to. But what he does remember to do is make unbelievably passionate, fun, chaotic content, and be incredibly passionate on storytelling. And again, I'm not trying to take credit away from him in any way, but I just wanted to open up about feeling like I deserve nothing, and feeling like, and he doesn't do anything to make me feel this way. He's giving me credit, he appreciates me. But I just feel like without him, I'm nothing. And sometimes he would tell me that he feels similarly, because he knows that if I didn't push him to start, he wouldn't have had. And all the moments that he wanted to stop, he would have stopped if I didn't push him to continue, or didn't find solutions to any problems that we had along the way on a daily basis. And I get why he feels this way, but of course, he's incredible outside of just being with me. He's unbelievable. And of course, I should be able to feel like I made it too. Like we're a team and we succeeded together. But a lot of times I don't. A lot of times I feel like none of the work I've put in actually contributed to anything, even when I can see that me doing certain actions raises our revenue dramatically or reaches way more people, like millions of more people. I can see it. I know, because I know the strategies. I know that I keep up with the content that his fans, you guys, like to watch. And when he puts things away, I help him get back into it. And when he forgets, I help him remember. And when he has a technical issue, I solve it. And production issue, I solve it. You know, earlier on, he needed equipment, he couldn't afford it. I bought it, all that we needed. That's what I do. I know it, but I still feel like shit. I deserve nothing. And it's illogical, because I can see proof to my contribution. I can see how my strategies led to better outcomes in so many ways. And a lot of things that he refused to do, didn't want to try, or didn't know how to do, that I helped him do, that have led to so much more growth. But I still feel like I haven't truly done it yet. And I think maybe I will only feel like I have when my own content goes far as well. And I don't even know if it ever will, because I feel so small. Because when I'm on camera, I am not captivating, and I'm not hilarious and wild. I'm just me. And even that is hard to be. It's hard to be authentic on camera, because I feel like I need to perform. But I think my point is, by making this video, is fuck it, maybe I'll get like 200 views. Maybe I'll get 2,000 views. Maybe I'll get 5. I don't know. But at least I'll start making content that doesn't feel like it's trying to be a version of his, a version of what we've built together. Because the strategies I made for him, the way I help cut his videos and write his videos and all of that, that fits him, his personality, his camera presence, his type of interests, and I am not that. I'm interested in philosophy. I'm interested in marketing and finance and business. That's how I complete him, because he has no interest in any of those things. And I don't know if it's relevant to our audience. Maybe to some of you it is, and maybe to others it is not interesting at all. I can only hope that for every person who's not interested in this type of content, or in the way that I present it or perform it, that it'll reach someone else who is. Because in the end of the day, I do feel like I have a lot to say. I see a lot of polarization in the world right now, and I see a lot of places that people can come together. You know, not being a person who's extreme right or extreme left of anything. I don't even think I'm a centrist, but just more alternative points of view on things. I see a lot of ways in which we can come together in society, and that's something that I'd like to inspire. That's something that I'd like to inspire people to come together about. There's a lot that we share as humans. There's a lot that we can do better. And I'm not gonna change the world dramatically, probably, but maybe I can change some lives, some people. Being able to do that with him, knowing that certain ways of thought, strategy, planning, execution helped him grow dramatically. That is my greatest source of pride in my life, my greatest source of joy, even if I have these moments in which I feel like I'm nothing. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna help anyone or be entertaining to anything, but this is just me being honest. I'm unbelievably grateful. In the same breath, I often feel like I don't deserve shit. But maybe someday I will. Maybe I'll figure it out and start releasing music again, and maybe I'll reach people who are interested in it, and maybe I'll start making content that speaks of topics I have alternative points of view on that I don't see online that much. And maybe I'll improve my camera presence. Maybe I'll improve the way I talk, the way I think, the way I behave on camera. Maybe I'll improve my thumbnails. Maybe I'll get better. And maybe not. Maybe I'll just give up at some point and focus on just doing behind the scenes stuff and grow our business that way. I don't know. But I know what I want. I know the greatest thing that I want is for a lot more people to know my music and eventually come to shows, meet in person. I want to make bigger music productions. I want to get better as a musician. I haven't done that much music in the past few years, but I have in the past months a lot. I made so much work for the soundtrack of America Wizard, and I've improved my own tracks a lot as well, new tracks. There's so much more to listen to. There's so much more to do. And I won't let my insecurity stop me. But it sure as hell will try.